And welcome everyone to an America East Chat. I'm Andy Katz, pleased to be joined by Nathan Davis from the University of New Hampshire. Fresh off a great win over Lowell. You got Bryant coming up next. Already lost to them, but now only a game behind Bryant and Lowell. Clarence Daniels obviously having a tremendous year, putting up monster points. We're approaching mid-February, Nathan. Where is this team at in terms of where you hoped they would be at this time in the season?
I think we're in a pretty good stretch. I think, I've been doing this long enough. There's ups and downs throughout the year. I don't think we had played as well over the last kind of 3, 4 weeks as I would like to have seen going into this weekend, but we had the bye last Thursday, and I think our guys really took advantage of it and improved and played probably our best game of the year at Lowell. So I'm excited to see what happens moving forward, but I think we certainly have a shot to compete and beat anybody, but we also can get beaten by anybody as well. So we got to keep improving.
Yeah, I mean, you've clearly shown that. Early in the year, went over an A10 team in Rhode Island early in the season. There were so many moments early, and then it was all about finding that consistency. What's been the main reason that you have found it more recently?
Well, the thing we've done a better job of as a group, especially when you go back to last Saturday, is kind of the starting point is that we did a much better job of defending the paint and a much better job of sharing the ball offensively and got quality shots that way without turning the ball over. We had a turnover issue in the league play. We were turning over way too much, and the last Saturday was the first time we really finally took care of the ball and got the shots we need.
Last time you played Bryant, double figure loss, but you guys are better now. What do you got to do to win this one?
Well, I think first off, they're very talented. They're very well coached, and so the key is offensively is to make sure we're getting shots we want and taking care of the ball because they thrive off transition. Got to be able to give ourselves a chance to get back, get set up so we can guard them, make sure we're protecting the paint, make sure we're trying to make them take contested jumpers and the rebounding so we can go because we also want to play up tempo as well. But I think a lot of this game starts with our offensive execution and being able to get shots that we want on our terms.
Obviously, Vermont undefeated. Right now, they're the best team in the league. They've been consistently good like that, but there's a lot of movement basically below them, and it has been the case for years now. As you try to get in position in March to host, and then if they end up winning out and hosting, to be in that position, hopefully for that AQ on that Saturday before Selection Sunday, what must this team do to stay in that top four to get one of those good seeds, in the tournament?
Well, I think across the board, I mean, I know it's kind of coach speak, but you got to keep improving. Obviously, you want to play as many home games as possible. Vermont's off to a great start, not unexpected, but there's a ways to go. So who knows, like you said, what's going to happen? What I know is that the only thing we can control right now is us getting better to play Brian. And we need to continue to do a better job defensively. We need to do a better job of sharing the ball offensively so that, in a month, we're playing our best. I'd like to think that we haven't shown our best yet. We got to be playing our best as you get to the league tournaments. Like you said, it's a one-bid league. Everyone wants to get into it. And whether you're playing home or road doesn't matter. If you're not playing well, we got to be playing our best as we get into March.
And one last thing on Clarence. I mean, so often we see these teams, certainly at this level, where they've got that guy that can go for 15, 18, 20, 25. What does that mean for you to know that you've got a scorer like that to bail you out of broken possessions and someone you can lean on at certain times of the game?
Well, let's be honest. I think that any coach will tell you you're a much better coach when you draw someone up and the player makes a shot. He makes a lot. He makes a lot of shots and makes a lot of plays. I think the thing with him, and he's done a tremendous job, is to continue to be more efficient. There's going to be opportunity to score, and as a group, we got to make sure we're moving the ball so that he's got space. But then he also's got to be willing to give it up when people are going to run 2 and 3 guys at him, so that we as a group can score. And I think he's really done a great job over the last couple of weeks of doing that. But he had 30 the other night. I think it was on 15 shots, 15, 16 shots, which is really, really efficient. We need to continue that.
Nathan, appreciate it. We'll be tracking how this all plays out, but there's no question the Wildcats are playing well, in position to potentially be one of those top 4 teams in the America East come March. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.